if you want to be able to visualize the number system in the key of C major, there's my C chord. Sorry, I'm playing touch screen. My long nail prevents that E from coming through. There we go. So the notes I'm playing here are 1, 3, and 5. So if I'm in a key of C and there's a 1 chord, there's a 3 chord, and there's a 5 chord anywhere in this chart, if I can visualize this chord, I already know where the 3 chord is going to start from, or where the 5 chord is going to start from. Okay, so let's say it's a 1, 5, 3 chord progression as the first 3 chords. So it's 1, and then the next chord, the 5 chord, is going to start there. So I got to play a G chord, whether it's this or an inversion, and then the next chord is going to start on there, the 3. And I know that because I just visualized this as my reference point. Not only does this chord tell me where 1, 3, and 5 are, the notes in between, the white keys in between, like that D or that F, that's 2 and 4. That's easy to visualize. 7's easy to visualize because it's always a half step down from my 1. So I've almost got everything visualized except for 6. And 6 is easy because 6 is a whole step up from my 5. Okay? So basically now, just by visualizing one chord in the key of C major, if I need to go to another number in the key of C, I can find it quickly. If you say, okay, it's a 1645 chord progression, so the first chord's 1, the next chord's 6. Where's that going to start from? Well, 6 is always a whole step up from 5. Next chord's 4, right? Okay, 4 is 1 step away from 5, or 1 step away from 3, either way I can think of it, etc. That's how you do it, and it saves you a little bit from counting because you just kind of use some basic visualizations. You can take this further if you want to visualize a C major 7. Whoops, I'm not playing that touch screen. There you go, that's it. If I can visualize a C major 7, it helps me a little more because I have an extra note I can use for visualizing things like that 7th scale degree, but not necessary. That's really as far as I need to take it. And the rest involves, like if you're in different keys, like in the key of E major, I have to know on the piano which ones are sharps and flats. And on the piano, for pianists, that you really need to get into circle fifths to understand key signatures if you haven't already. That tells you how many black keys are in key of in your scale. But basically, it's going to give you this when you study the circle fifths. It gives you this visualization.